You're listening to Sunny Side Up with Adam and Kim on CJLO 1690 AM.
We told you that Regis was retiring, Oprah's retiring, and now another one to add to that list is Tyra Banks. She's going bye-bye. Tyra Banks has announced that the end of the Tyra Show will be in the spring of 2010. So this spring. It will mark the end of her 5th season. And she says she will focus on her New York-based film production company, Bankable Studios.
So basically she's leaving TV. She wants to go into movies.
Well, yeah, and I mean, that brings up the whole, like, who will girls look up to now? And will there be a lack of African-American female representation on TV with Tyra gone, with Oprah gone? But
right, Oprah's leaving in
2011.
2011, okay.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think that she will still be doing her thing just on the big screen. She'll be able to reach more people this way. Maybe more people will be able to go to theaters and, you know, maybe not everyone can tune into her show.
Well, I think we should also look back at what she's produced. She produced a preteen straight-to-DVD drama called... I
don't remember.
Just slipped my mind. Anyway, some trashy teen novel was adapted to become a straight-to-DVD movie, which she promoted on her show to no end. And that's also kind of what she did with her talk show. She just, every side project she would have, she would bring it onto her talk show and just promote it endlessly. That's what it was called, sorry, The Click.
Very good.
Oh, you read it?
No, very good for remembering.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen it, read it, nothing.
Okay. I didn't read it either, but I read stuff about her producing it.
Okay.
And, I mean, Oprah did produce one huge film this year. She produced Precious with Tyler Perry, which was a huge film. It got great reviews. It could be, winning some Oscars come February or March. Producing also, I mean, you could be completely attached as a producer to a project. You can be completely involved, make executive decisions. Sometimes producing means just putting your name above it and pouring money into it and not actually have any decision-making enter into the process. You remember that movie District 9?
Mm-hmm. I haven't
came out
seen
this
it.
Summer? It was produced by Peter Jackson.
Okay, which is the same guy who directed...
The Lovely Bones.
Yes.
And Peter Jackson attached his name to it, but he basically didn't show up on set. It's not like he showed up on set and said, oh, I think the actor should redo that line, or, this costume, or... No. He gives money, and then his name goes above the title of the film to give it some... Cred, and to give it some money.
Yeah.
So I don't really understand why she would leave something where she has complete control, like television, where she basically talks to girls. And I think she does a decent job of it. She deals with anorexia. I mean, she has her wonky ways of going about things, but she does talk to girls, or a wider audience. I don't even have to say girls. She talks to a young audience directly, and she won't be able to do that in
but
film.
Maybe she won't take the same role as Peter Jackson. Maybe she's doing this because she wants to bring positive images to women on the big screen, and I think maybe she will have more say. Maybe she will be more involved because she wants to get that message across. But
also, I think that once she leaves television, like you said before, there'll be a lack of black women or black figures on television. Daytime TV is dominated by white, and even nighttime television, white personalities.
Yeah.
Oprah's ending. Tyra's gone. The only person left on daytime is Wendy Williams.
Is she on in daytime?
She's on daytime.
Okay.
But nighttime, prime
there's
time
Monique.
is... No, she has a show?
Yeah, on BET.
Okay. Well, I mean, come on. Who watches that?
Yeah. I actually went to a taping of the Tyra show.
Did you now? Tell us all the story.
I did. There's not much to tell. It was pretty long, but it was cool. Like we were like right in front, and she was so close. And
how big was her forehead?
Not very big, and she actually wasn't very tall because I went with my boyfriend's sister, who is about, I think, 5'10", and they were about the same height. She looked so approachable. I just wanted to hug her at a commercial break, but at the commercial break, she would always go in the back and fix up her makeup or something. I thought she would interact with the audience.
We compiled a list of technology that, with the passing of a decade, has become obsolete. So with this list are some interesting things that you probably haven't thought about, but once you hear them, you're like, oh, I don't use that anymore. And moving on in 2010, most of these things probably won't be used. So the first thing is kind of odd. It's saying phone calls and landlines are out.
Okay.
So they're saying texting is the new way of communicating.
Yeah.
And what do you think? What percentage do you think you do, text or phone calls?
I would say 50-50. Like,
really?
I send the occasional text message, what's up and stuff, but I still like to get on the phone and talk because nothing can replace that connection of communication, that talking.
You know what? I actually prefer texting over talking. I find you could, if you have to call someone on a cell phone, usually it's something quick, like I'm here, or pick me up now, or where are we going for lunch? Something kind of fast that you wouldn't need to talk to someone at length for. And once you get on the phone, it's, oh, how are you? How's your dog?
Oh, God forbid we communicate with our friends anymore.
You know what? I see text messaging almost surpassing what phones do. Because we don't use phones the way we used to. Phones have become multi-use devices where you don't use them just for one purpose. They're not just for making a phone call. They're, as you said, 50% of what you do on your phone is texting. Compared to 2007, the amount of text messages in 1 month doubled. In December 2008 alone, in America, in the United States, there was 110 billion text messages in 1 month alone last year. That was double from the year before. That is huge. So who knows what that will be in the coming years. Maybe, and it'd be interesting to look at how the phone calls would decrease and how the text messages would increase. Although, to tell you the truth, by looking at my phone bills, you'd probably laugh and say, nope, you definitely use up your minutes. Another thing that has kind of disappeared is classified ads in newspapers. Newspapers, are dwindling and people are just not buying ads anymore. When you think about it, when's the last time you actually opened a newspaper and said, oh, I'm looking for our car, I'm going to look in the classifieds, or I'm looking for, I don't know, a maid or someone to clean up the house? You're not going to look in the classifieds because nowadays there's Craigslist, there's Kijiji. There's so many places online where you can post your ads for free. You can reply to them for free. And you can have the whole interaction for free. So there's no point of paying expensive ad prices. And it's not cheap. To advertise in the Gazette or in a local newspaper is not as cheap as you would think it is. So why not do it for free online where more people probably look at the posting? Have you posted anything on Craigslist ever?
No, I haven't. You?
I haven't because I really have nothing to sell them. I'm pretty sad that way. But I would. If I had to go buy something or sell something, I would use Craigslist, no problem.
Yeah.
The only thing about Craigslist that is kind of shady is where you meet the person. That's still kind of shady to me because the internet, I find once you put in the newspaper, you're kind of established in a way. Like you put money into it, so you're not going to be someone who wants to meet me in a dark alley and then, kill me. Right?
Well, I hope that's not what Craigslist.
I would say Craigslist is, anyone could post something fake. You don't have to put any money into it. So
yeah, but also, like you said, if classifieds are becoming obsolete, then maybe Craigslist and stuff like that will be like the go-to place, and it will be more upscale, less shady, like you said.
Right. And maybe once they start charging for using Craigslist, it'll be more user-friendly in a way that you'll be secure in using it. Because right now, Craigslist is so unregulated that you can almost post anything on there, and no one checks up on it. So it's just kind of scary. This one really didn't surprise me at all, but I didn't think of it. Encyclopedias. When was the last time you went to your library, opened up that huge dusty-ass book, and said, I'm going to look for, I don't know, a specific type of fish? Right now, if I wanted to look up a specific type of fish, like the red herring, and I wanted to know how it mated, I would just open up my web browser and go right into Wikipedia. There's no question in my mind that Wikipedia has completely erased any need for an encyclopedia.
But the thing about Wikipedia is that people can just go in and alter things. Like you can go in right now and change whatever about the mating process of red herrings.
I have already. That's what I do on my weekends.
Fabulous. So yeah, anyone can just go in and alter it. So how credible is it?
Right, but I think once the masses, because if you look at Wikipedia, every posting has to be cited almost. And if it's not cited, it says at the bottom, this source has not been cited, citation needed. So you know that it's not as credible as something else that has direct citation to a reported link usually. It's usually a newspaper or another encyclopedia. So usually it's a credible link.